Welcome to live. I've not been here for some time because I try to talk less so I can recover. I think it's a little bit better, so I will not be talking. Today will be for question and answer. So anyone interested, ask your question. Ask anything question about attainment or things that you want to know, which is very important. You must know so that you can practice, and when you practice, then you know where you are. So you cannot practice without knowing anything, right? Like you listen to the Buddha. If the Buddha is telling you something that's not correct, do you want to follow? So the same thing, if you want to practice meditation and attain, then you must know how you can attain, and when you attain, how you know. Just like going up a step ladder, what first step, second step, you must know, right? You're now on the last step, right? You cannot say I don't know. Sure, no one. So you ask today, I won't be talking. I will only answer question. I will sit down quietly and I'll wait for answer question, for you to ask question, so that I don't have to stress so much since I just recover. LK Chua, welcome. The Buddha say the Dharma, the teaching is deteriorating. The teaching is deteriorating. After the Buddha passed away, he told Nanda that his teaching can last more than 5,000 years. So today we are now halfway gone. 2,600 over year already passes. The teaching is going downhill, so you will not be able to grasp to get the correct teaching. But only Ariya, those who have attained, can continue with the true teaching. And Ariya is not written in the books. You cannot find Ariya written in the books. Those who have attained, when they teach things that you may not understand. Because why? They are Ariya. They have attained already. Now those who have attained, they teach you differently. It's different from reading books, suttas, and remembering and teach you like that. No. Ariya is the one who has experienced himself. And once he has experienced, he can teach you. And he teach you will be different from books. You go and ask if Ajahn Mahamowa or Ajahn Chah is alive. You don't read books anymore. Reading books is only bookworm. You read books, you become very intelligent. But you cannot attain. Because why? You think you're too clever already. Many read books, they become too clever. They think like schooling. They thought just like in school, you can remember everything is written in the books. But that is not important. You must practice. Practice what? Bhavana, meditation, and experience yourself. Good evening, Gina Te. Good evening. Many days I'm not here because I tried to recover fully. So now I think about 70-80%. So I will do that. Tonight I won't be talking so much. I will only wait for people who like to ask questions. Nobody asks questions, I stay quiet. I'll be staying here for a while. If until maybe half hour to 1 hour nobody answer, I just switch off. That means people are not interested to know what is attainment. The Buddha say after he parinibbana, he said to Ananda already only 5,000 years the teaching will last. Now it's already 2,600 over years, so the teaching is already going downhill. So a lot of conflict between those who read books and those who attain. Those who attain talk, those who read books will not agree. Why? Because they have not experienced it, the cessation of suffering, the cessation of consciousness. They don't know. They say that cessation of suffering means only the craving, clinging, all no more. Living the happy thing. That means you got no more craving, no more clinging. No. This is avijja paccaya sankhara. Sankhara paccaya veda paccaya nama rupa. See, it's already explained very clear in the Paticca Samuppada. Ignorant cause condition cause formation cause body, to be formed. And mind. You see, mind and body are formed after avijja. Ignorant. So when we reverse the gear, we goes back to avijja, and when we destroy avijja, no more mind, no more body. Where got mind, where got body? Yeah, you're going to read the Paticca Samuppada again, right? So you see, those who have not experienced Nibbana, they don't know. They still say that it's craving and clinging. Yeah, craving and clinging vanish is because when you are already existed already. That means after avijja, you become existed. You have a body and a consciousness. Then there, with this body and consciousness and the sense door, you craving and clinging. That is after effect. After you are called conditioned and born ready. But before this condition can form, there's no body, there's no sense door. So how can you have craving and clinging? So the problem where? The problem is on the ignorant avijja, ignorant condition, formation, and consciousness. Many cannot understand simple thing like that. Of course, I say it's simple because when a person who has attained, he can see very clear now. But when people who are reading, they will say that it's craving and clinging. I know when you are now in this existence, you are already born in this avijja, ignorant cause you to be born ready with the mind and body. So today with the mind and body, you show craving and clinging, sure one. So now you reverse the gear and see there's no craving, no clinging. There was no body, there's no Namarupa. And Namarupa was conditioned because of avijja. So no avijja, no conscious, no mind, no body. How can you say happiness, sad, where got? So everybody is so complicated, and yet they are teaching. That's why the Buddha said the teaching deteriorated. The further it goes, the teaching deteriorated. Even monks are teaching, they will think they are right. Yes, they read only. They don't really understand. They are called knowledge from books. The other one is knowledge from experience. Okay, I don't want to talk anymore. I will stay quiet. I will stay here and watch every one of you. Gina, you practice meditation. If you got nothing to ask, you just close your eyes, sit down there, rising, falling, like that. And one day you will know. You will know what I am talking here. Okay, Chua also the same. Meditation is to calm your mind. And when your mind is calm, good evening, Kashmir. Welcome, Kashmir. I hope you are doing well. Continue practice. To become a teacher is not easy because you will be meeting a lot of ignorant people. Not only ignorant people, those try to debate what also got. Some try to be very intelligent, try to be very clever. No doubt they read a lot. They thought this is like going to school. By reading you become proficient. No, the Buddha said no. You have to experience it yourself. Ehi pasiko. Come and experience it yourself. The Buddha said never say write and read and say that you are already clever. Kashmir, continue. I know. All of you here. Jinate and Kashmir, Chong, and then LK Chua, you all keep on practicing, rising, falling, don't be greedy, just watch, then the knowledge will come to you, wisdom will come to you. What is wisdom? I hear people talking, but if I ask them, they sure don't know what is wisdom. Wisdom is to see things as they really are. When you see things as they are, when you see things as they are really are, it means There are people telling me, oh, you see anicca, dukkha, anatta, that means you got wisdom. Well, tell me more about wisdom other than anicca, dukkha, anatta. I don't think they can tell me. So I won't be talking about wisdom to elaborate it, wisdom tonight. Because if I tell they listen, then they will use it to counter back and say that they know. So I won't be talking about wisdom. Wisdom is what? I won't be explaining. No point for me to explain. They will use to attack me. And they use what I teach afterward. So I want to tell. I let them tell. Those who want to be too clever. To be too clever. Okay, Kashmir, any question? No question, never mind. I think no question sometimes is good. No news is good news, means you know what to do now. You are practicing correctly. See, that's the reason when people don't have question. There are people who don't have question because they don't know what to ask. There are people who has no question because they know how to practice already. They sit meditation. Number one, to calm the mind, so that when the mind is calm, you can see things as they really are. You can see things with wisdom, they call it, because your mind is peaceful. So your something like your mind is peaceful, you are happy, then you are ready to learn. That is calm mind. When the mind is calm, you are peaceful, and you are ready to learn. When you're ready to learn, you're ready to progress. And if you can progress, then you can reach Nibbana. What is Nibbana? What is Nibbana? Nibbana means no avijja. Yes, okay, that's very good. I'm not looking for fame. All of you here, remember, I'm not looking for fame. I'm teaching according to what the Buddha is telling, but many people cannot understand, that's all, because they have not really attained. Attained means, what is attained? The real disciple of the Buddha. Who are they? They are not every one of you. They are the one who are the Sotapanna, the Sakadagami, the Anagami, and Arhanta. They are the real attained. They are the real disciple of the Buddha. Sangha are baby disciple. They are still in the process of learning until they attain. If not, still they are not in the category of the son of the Buddha. So once whoever has attained the first state of Sotapanna, they are already the Buddha, son of the Buddha. They are the real disciple of the Buddha. And if they teach, they cannot be mistake one. Only people who cannot understand will think they are wrong. Cessation of consciousness is cessation of all suffering. Because today there was a guy who tells me that cessation of consciousness only when you die. Wrong. He think he was so smart, but he was wrong, and he think I was wrong, and in fact he was wrong. You know why? When a person dies, the mind doesn't cease. The mind go and take another body. Immediate, the Buddha say. The mind is so fast, you know. The mind, you look at the sutta, the Buddha said the mind is so fast. The mind is faster than a snap of a finger, faster than the lightning, faster than anything. The sound and the lightning. You know, the lightning, the speed of lightning so fast, but the mind is even faster. Before a snap of a finger, the Buddha say, the Buddha say the mind is so fast. Before a snap of a finger, the mind already know already. But once you do not really understand, you think mind is very sluggish. But mind is very fast. When you develop the mind properly, it becomes very powerful. It can see the invisible knowledge where people cannot see. That's why they call it supramundane consciousness. When you attain to supramundane consciousness, then you can see the ultimate truth. It will lead you to the Four Noble Truth, the cessation, the ending of suffering. Ending of suffering is not happiness only, leaving all the bad thing throw away already. The craving no more, clinging no more. You live without craving and clinging, only peaceful. No such thing. This is all wrong. This is wrong sutta. It has been spoken by monks also, that this was the way. You must have samadhi, no doubt. Samadhi, so that your mind become peaceful. Meditation vipassana, if you sit and watch rising and falling diligently with a teacher to guide you, you have confidence in the teacher, then your samadhi can grow in vipassana. If you don't have a teacher, you just simply sit, you cannot develop samadhi. Because why? No encouragement, no motivation. Your samadhi cannot grow without no motivation. You need teacher to guide you. Teacher who knows what is samadhi, who knows what is the difference between samadhi and the jhana. Jhana are also samadhi, but the fourth jhana is absorption. Absorption is not the goal. The goal of the Buddha. The Buddha saw in the time in India, there are many gurus, there are many gurus already meditation. They have all kind of meditation in India. It was already existing already. All the meditation gurus, they all go to the jhana. So the Buddha saw when he was in India, he know this is not the way. This is not the end of suffering. And he went above that jhana. Above that jhana is called Nirodha. Nirodha Samapatti is a cessation of all knowing, cessation of consciousness, which is the highest. That they call it the nine jhana. The nine jhana. The rest are until the eighth jhana, N-A-N-A. So the Buddha saw that all the guru in India has not end suffering. They only stop suffering temporarily. And the Buddha, no, this is not the end. So he pursued again and he found a way. The end of suffering is the nine jhana. And he see Nibbana as the end of suffering. In human existence, we are born because of avijja, ignorant. Ignorant cause condition. Avijja paccaya sankhara. Avijja cause formation. Ignorant cause formation and gradually comes to body and mind. So that's where avijja cause formation, cause body, and there's a mind, and then the sixth sense door. So after that, because of you have the mind, the body, and the sixth sense door, you start to go and absorb from the outside with the sense door. So you become craving and clinging. So that's why they say stop craving and clinging is still not the right way. You have to stop the thinking and the mind. The mind will cease. John Kashmir, your yogi all practice like the olden days guru in India. They all go for jhana. The Buddha saw these four attainments in the world, but not Nibbana. Infinite space, infinite consciousness, nothingness, and neither perception, no perception. They are all mind states, very high mind states practiced by many guru in the time in India. But the Buddha learned under this teacher and found that that is not the end to suffering. And the Buddha pursued by himself, enlightened Buddha, and he found a way. and he saw the nine jhana, the nine one. The nine jhana means cessation, Nirodha, cessation of Namarupa, cessation of avijja, and Nibbana. So when it's not written in books anymore, cannot be understood. You have to. That's why the Buddha say you have to experience it yourself. Ehi come and experience it yourself. The Buddha say, not come and read the book. So there are many bookworms. They read all the sutta. They thought they know everything already. Yeah, they know, but they don't know how to apply it into the practice and experience in the practice. When they experience in the practice, they find that it is not in the book. The book is only showing direction, trying to pinpoint you the direction that is not the end. Like pinpoint to you direction to Singapore, but it's not Singapore yet. Just pinpoint. When you go, you drive all the way, you find that, oh, this road, oh, I go wrong way, I go there, I go wrong way. You have to go through trial and error before you really reach Singapore. Like Nibbana, the same. So all the books are only trying to point you direction, but they are not the actual direction, because the actual direction has to be experienced by yourself. That means to say, experience what? Experience the Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths. The first one is dukkha, the cause of dukkha, then the way leading to the end, and then finally you found it in your meditation, vipassana. You saw it clearly, the cessation of your consciousness. When the mind ceases, there are people who ask me, can you know when the mind ceases? When the mind ceases, you cannot know. Why? Because no more mind. How can you know when there's no more mind? But then how you know after that? How you know? There was cessation. When you return from the moment, when you enter cessation, you cut the lineage between samsara, existence, and non-existence anymore. You cut already. There's no more existence. So you sure don't know. But when you return, you know. That's the power of vipassana. You know. The power of vipassana, satipatthana, the power of meditation, you will know. In this way, it is very hard to teach anymore. To teach anyone by telling only. You have to experience. I'm telling you because I've experienced it. And I'm telling you, it's very hard to tell. That's why even Aranta, they won't talk to you anymore, waste time. Because you will never understand. If you can understand, everyone become Aranta. So easy, right? Now I'm telling you about cessation, already having hard time for everybody to grasp. And I'm even talking about the craving and clinging. After Avijja, Paccaya, Sankhara, Lie disconnected. I don't know what I'm talking, whether I was talking about the Paticca Samuppada, the line cut away. I don't know you all got listen or not. Good evening, Melim. I hope you are doing well. The Chinese name is who? Sorry, I can't read Chinese. Who is it? Let me come near. Okay, I wish you well, everyone. Anyone got question? Vipassana, when you sit, rising and falling, when you sit and your mind become calm, that is samadhi. Just knowing rising, falling, rising, mentally you will say. That is the way of Mahasi Sayadaw. Mahasi Sayadaw teach us like that. And of course, there are people who teach other way. It doesn't matter to us whether the way is right or not, doesn't matter, but we have experienced the teaching of Mahasi Sayadaw is perfect already. Perfect. So it is according to the sutta, according to the Satipatthana. And those who have experienced attainment, those who are Sotapanna, they agree that Mahasi Sayadaw way of teaching is correct. Confirmed already. No doubt already. No doubt that Mahasi Sayadaw teaching is can be wrong. No, it's right. So Burmese, now no more Burmese, much Burmese because they are poor in English. Today the Thai tradition is flourishing because there's one very good monk here, Ajahn Suchat, is doing all the talking in English. It is promoting very well in Facebook. Ajahn Suchat, he's a Thai, but now there's no Burmese monk who can speak like him. because they are poor in English, but their Vipassana meditation is class 1. The problem is they cannot speak English, they cannot teach you. So you're only hearing the Thai tradition one. So there are slight differences. They are more on samatha. We are all more on Vipassana. Vipassana means to see what happened in the mind, what happened in the body at each moment. So being aware of psycho and mental physical and mental phenomena that arise, you know, and you just detach. Sitting there, you watch rising, falling. You must say rising, falling. Then, when you are able to have this kind of sati develop panya, sati develop samadhi, develop panya. Actually, you must have sati. That's why you must be able to follow rising, falling. So why? To have sati. Now I go in English, Vipassana way. I don't want to go the Thai traditional way. I use Mahasi Sayadaw way. When you're able to sati with the breath, means you're able to follow the breath, the mind become calm. When you follow the breath, you have sati. And after that, sati, samadhi. The mind become peaceful, it's called samadhi. When the mind enters samadhi, you must know. You must have a teacher to guide you. If no teacher, then you don't know. You thought Vipassana, no samadhi, no sati, no jhana. God. Only no teacher to teach you because the Burmese cannot speak English. So that's why you only listen to the Taiwan. The Taiwan, of course, they can speak. Then, of course, they'll tell you that is true also. But Vipassana, they tell you must go for jhana first. I know. Vipassana got. You got the sati. That's why rising, falling is sati. When you follow rise and fall, then sati is there already. When sati is there, when you are able to rise and fall, that means your mind, sati means calm. Or we call it samadhi lah. You want to call what name also can lah. Samadhi lah, sati lah, jhana lah. You can call all the name different already. Experience, you must have a teacher. Vipassana, you must have a teacher because all the Burmese don't speak English. They are all Arya. Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhanta in Burma a lot. But they cannot speak English. That's a problem. So today Vipassana is not famous because no one can teach. Right? But I'm lucky I was with the Mahasi during the time of Bhante Suvano, who are the students of the Mahasi lineage. So I learned from him a lot. And I meditate a lot. I use Vipassana. And what is spoken by Ajahn Suchak, I know. Everything I know is the same. It's the same, but he put it in another way. He put it on the samatha, then he talk about Vipassana. Only you must have jhana, so they go in and come out. Then you have the concentration. You don't have to go in and come out. You go straight into the samadhi, and you go into panya already. When you have samadhi, your mind is calm. That means to say when you practice Vipassana, rising, falling, you're able to control your mind. I call it control. You're able to teach your mind, to tame your mind. So the mind become obedient. And in order to do that, you must have a teacher like us. It's better, of course, if I'm in robes. Of course, I don't want to be in robes. I don't want to have too many problems with temple issue. You have to go chanting lah. You know, Ajahn Suchak mentioned you want to be in the temple where they don't force you to go and chanting so that you have more time to practice. I'm also like Ajahn Suchak. I also have the same idea with him. I don't like to be going to temple and have to do this, do that. A lot of routine works, going to chanting for dead people. People ask me for blessing. We are not going to do all this. We must have time for practice. Ajahn Suchak also the same. So what he said, I understood very clearly. Huh? He is more on samatha to talk about jhana. He says that jhana, then you have concentration, only then you can apply vipassana. True also, but you don't have to really go to samatha, because vipassana, when you are rising, falling, if you are able to continue watch, obedient, you must train your mind to be obedient. In order to do that, you must have a teacher, a vipassana teacher to guide you, and you must be able to communicate. In case you have problem, you can ask the teacher. You cannot be solo. If you are solo, then you have problem, nothing to lead, you fall down, then you lost interest. You must have a teacher. Unfortunately, no Burmese is a good English one, can speak good English. That's a problem now. It's not saying that Burmese monks Vipassana are failing. No, they are improving. They are keep on progressing. A lot of Arya in Burma. So now, if you have any question, anytime welcome. And then the other one with the Siamese one, Poliong. So all of you can ask question. If you don't want to ask question, there are two things. Either you know too much, or you don't know at all, or you are humble. You are now practicing like Balim and Kashmir, Poliong also. You all are on the way. So you don't want to know so much, so that you just want to really experience. But you need a teacher. Every one of you should need a teacher. Lim Su Han also the same. Everyone must have a teacher, Vipassana teacher, a real teacher who know how to teach you. If not, your samadhi cannot come. Because why? When you have any problem, you ask the teacher will know what is your problem, they can guide you. Sometimes when you are meditating in Vipassana, you are progressing, but you encounter a lot of dukkha. That is the noble truth. The first noble truth, you encounter a lot of dukkha. So this dukkha is the noble truth. But because of no teacher, you think, oh, you are facing so many problems. This is not the correct way. The first noble truth, remember, experience dukkha. When you meditate, you start to find, the mind don't want to obedient dukkha. Then the body pain dukkha. Then you see all this mind also dukkha, body also dukkha. Then no teacher to guide you. Then you surrender. You say, wow, how can I start practicing, I see all the dukkha. I think my practicing is wrong. Actually, your practicing is correct. You see the first noble truth very fast, dukkha, but no teacher. So that's why you surrender. You must have a teacher. So when you practice already, the first dukkha, the first noble truth, then you start with a teacher. You have confidence. The teacher will guide you. Now you experience further. You practice more, and you see the cause of dukkha. What is the cause of dukkha? Birth is the cause of dukkha. Not craving and clinging. Craving and clinging is secondary. Without birth, there's no dukkha. Birth, there's dukkha. Birth with the body and mind. Now you have a body and mind. Now you say, I got a body and mind. Now it's dukkha. You fall back to the Dhamma. The Buddha said, birth, avijja, ignorant, conditioned birth. Conditioned birth, and the sense door, and the consciousness also come in already. So now you saw the cause of dukkha. This is called the cause. Then you practice. You see samadhi. You experience samadhi first. The mind can become peaceful. Now you have confidence. You know how to go into samadhi. I cannot use too much strength because I just recover. That's why I stopped talking for many weeks. I think 2, 3, 4 weeks. So now I start talking. I start to have immune system start falling again. You must have a teacher, okay? No teacher, you cannot go very far. Vipassana. Vipassana, when the mind calm, is samadhi. You must practice in front of a teacher is the best. So you can have any question, you can ask immediately, the teacher can solve your problem for you immediately. And then you will have more confidence. Just like you go to the temple. You must have the monk teacher to teach you. You see the monk there, you have more confidence. Same. You must have a teacher to teach you. No teacher to teach you, you lost confidence very fast. Apa kira? Okay. Water is my medicine. I don't take any medicine when I'm sick. I just drink a lot of water. I drink water every 1 hour or 1.5 hours every night when I have to wake up because of the nose, the nose, the sinus. Then I start coughing because the fluid goes from here, from the brain, drops down here, then go to my throat, then tinkling, then I like that. So I have to drink a lot of water to flush the system. So my medicine is water, distilled water. So remember, you all must have teacher for Vipassana. If you don't have a teacher, the chances is you become slack, no support. When no support, you lost in the jungle. Unless you have a teacher. I can be your substitute for a while if you want, because I have experienced about 40 years of Vipassana meditation, and I have also experienced the Four Noble Truths. That's why I'm here telling you people not to give up. The Buddha say, the last day of the Buddha, he told Ananda, the teaching will last 5,000 years. Only as time passes, his teaching deteriorated becomes not so much quality. The quality drops. You know what I mean? The quality drops. Even though you see there are a lot of monks, the quality is dropping still. Because why? Very few really attain, but many are reading and teaching, and many are only hearing and teaching. They have not experienced the Four Noble Truths yet. They only hear, they read and hear and teach. Ku Chi Leong, welcome. I hope every one of you are healthy and fine, and I hope every one of you practice well. Kashmir, let me read what you say. Hoping teacher can organize meeting for meditation here when you recover. I don't know how to organize. Kashmir, I don't know how to organize. Maybe how about like Ajahn Sucha say, you student organize for the teacher, then I will teach. I will explain, maybe with a microphone like that, and then I will go and teach everyone who are interested. Good idea lah, but I don't know how to go and organize. I'm not good at all these things. So I hope you all who are interested can can do maybe a retreat, 1 or 2 or 3 or 3 days retreat somewhere in the monastery, somewhere in Penang lah. So I or in KL, I also don't know where. So your form a place. I go and explain to every meditator how to practice. So you need teacher, like we need the Buddha. So the Buddha say to Ananda after he passed away to Parinibbana, the teaching cannot last more than 5,000 years, more than 5,000 years. Since now it's already 2,000, around 600 over years already, that means we are like going up the hill, we are on top of the summit and we are going down. 2,600 is above the summit, we are going down already, downhill. So my teacher Bhante Suvano told me what, you know. He said going uphill is harder, coming downhill very fast. After 2,600, 2,500 years is the summit of the hill, the Dhamma. The Buddha say 5,000 years only, right? So now we are in the middle, and over the middle already we are going downhill. Can understand? So going downhill, my teacher say very fast. Like the ball rolling down the hill is very fast. So the Dhamma deteriorated already. So many read and try to teach. It's okay, but the problem is they cannot get correct. They cannot pass the message correctly. And if they teach that, the student that follow, this student all cannot progress very fast. Cannot. My battery, okay, I charge my battery. I charge my battery. My battery running low. Oh, my battery. My battery running low. I charge. If not, no battery to talk to you all. Yeah, I'm charged again. Can then I PM you teacher? Hope teacher can organize. Can then I PM you teacher? Oh, okay. When you are ready, let me know. Maybe 1 or 2 days, so I get myself. Hopefully I'm fine. I'm not sick. Because I don't want to use too much of my energy. I don't want to use too much of my energy, so that to keep myself okay, so that I can teach. Right? So when you have anything, any idea come out, or you have any plan, you have organized anything, let me know. Maybe a few days in advance, so I can get myself ready. Maybe I'm sick or how, alright, you know. So let me know that I'm okay. Then I tell you, okay, go ahead. Then we can I can go and guide every one of you, So after 2,600 years now, the teaching deteriorated. The Buddha says it's not going to improve already. It's deteriorated, means deteriorated already. The sutta now, the real sutta means, when the Buddha say real sutta means, you must listen to Arya. But how many Arya are there? We don't know, right? The monks are not allowed to tell who are the Arya. Whether they attain or not attain, you don't know. So you have to just guess. Try your luck. Try your karma. Whether the monk Arya or not Arya, now you won't know already. So if they are not Arya, they teach you. They can teach also, because they read a lot from books. Then in the teaching, there will be some error for sure. I've heard already. I've heard monk talking already. Like that, right and wrong. There are right and wrong, right and not so right and not so right. Got a lot of them. But of course, we couldn't go and point who and who like that. We cannot, not nice, We are lucky that we are okay. You must practice, Pravin. Pravin, if you want practicing, practice. And then when you are practicing, your heart must be peaceful. You must not, even though you want to strive to become Arya, you also must have don't think like that. I'm going to be Arya. Don't think like that. Just continue practice. Your mind must be fully pure. Your mind must be fully pure. Only then you can attain. If you are still practicing rising and falling, when your mind becomes calm, samadhi already, and then you have a thought, oh, I'm coming near to Ariya. No, wrong. That is very little greed. Wanting to become Ariya is okay, but very little greed cannot attain. You must be perfectly pure, the mind. Only then attainment can come to you. It comes to you without you wishing. It will come by itself. You don't go and wish, I'll be Ariya, I want to be Ariya. Before you meditate, you can say, I want to be Ariya. Desire is good. But when you're meditating the time, when you're meditating, your mind becomes very calm. Mind must be perfect, 100% perfect. Must not think anymore. If you think I'm going to be Ariya, cannot already. That is also greed. Even though it's harmless, it's still greed. You must just rising, falling. Your mind is perfectly pure. Just rising and falling. Knowing the mind state. Knowing with upekkha. Come back. Rising to the end, falling to the end. Upekkha. Like that. Continue like that. And when you want to attain, it will come by itself. You don't need to say, I'm going to attain. Can understand? If you wish, cannot come. You must be pure. 100% pure. Mind that is free from all kind of greeds. Even I want to become Aranta, I want to become no. All this must not come to the mind. That is thought, that is thinking. Thinking is already not pure. It is harmless, but it's still not pure. Not 100%. Maybe 98, not enough. Must be 100%. Sanjay, Nawadi, it must be 100% pure. Remember what I teach you tonight. You must not rising, falling, already samadhi. Your mind become peaceful. Then you say, it's coming, I'm going to attain. No. You think like that, there's no more pure. You must throw that away. Discard, detach it, and go back to your rising, falling. 100%. Without greed. Rising, falling. Upekkha. You must know how to apply upekkha. When you are able to apply upekkha, means your heart is peaceful, and upekkha means what? Peaceful is peaceful, it is still. S-T-I-L-L, quiet. Peaceful and upekkha is very close. Peaceful means you can know it's happy, you know it's not happy. Upekkha, you stay there only. You know, but you do not go and touch. You see, you do not go and go and touch it. You see everything, you don't go and touch. You just see only, seeing. You don't go and touch. You see there's a big fire, you see only, but you don't go and touch. You don't get involved. That is upekkha. You must know what is upekkha. You must know what is samadhi. Samadhi is peaceful mind. Your mind become quiet. Obedient mind. You can call it obedient mind. Now you are able to sit there, rising, falling. Upekkha. The heart try to think. You don't think. You just rising and falling. And the heart try to think, but you don't think. You still rising, falling. That is being in upekkha. That's the way to be in Upekkha. Now you close your eye, you watch rising and falling, then your heart want to think, but you don't think. You just continue flow with your rising and falling. Close your eye now. Rising and falling, you say mentally. Then while you're saying mentally, you can see the mind is trying to chit-chat, but you don't want to chit-chat. That is Upekkha. Try, see? Everyone try. Reasonable. Welcome. Ahok, Tan, Sanjay, all. Try, see? Rising, falling. Don't speak out anymore. Quietly, mentally you say only. Then you see the heart also want to chit-chat. You don't want to chit-chat. You just continue rising, falling. Until the end, you see the motion of your breath. You must follow the breath. Rising, you say rising. If you go very long, you say rising, continue. If falling, you say falling. Rising, you follow, you use the word to prolong. Rising, follow your breath. The breath going up, you say rising. Until stop, then falling. Like that. Can you do that? That means you are flowing with the abdomen. That means you are developing sati. Once you keep on following, you see the mind try to chit-chat, but you avoid that. You avoid. You do not react. You keep on flow like the river. Keep on flowing downstreams. Sati is like that. Keep on flowing. Then, as you keep on flowing, sati, alright, samadhi will come. You find your mind become very peaceful. When your mind become very peaceful, you can see the mental and physical phenomena now. You can see now. When the mind is peaceful, you can see Vedana. When Vedana arises, you know it arises. You know it arises. Then you detach. Back to rising and falling. Back to the river. Just like you are flowing down the river, right? Like you are going on a boat, flowing down the river. You're sitting on the boat. At the side of the river, you can see some animals, maybe the elephant. You see them, but you don't go and stop your boat. You just flow, see, and let it pass. Right? You let it pass. Let go. Then you still sit on the boat. That means you still watching your rising, falling with Upekkha. Upekkha is the speed of an engine, constant speed. When you're going down the river, you are at constant speed. Constant. You do not go too fast and you do not go too slow. When you see any object at the side of the river, you don't slow down your boat. You just normal speed. That is Upekkha. Rising, falling. Keep your heart Upekkha. Then the mind will become peaceful, sati. And when the mind becomes sati, it will enter samadhi, happy. Then when they are happy, the mind will have panya. The mind is now, what you call? The mind is now very generous. Just like you are a rich man, you are now very generous with lots of money. You become very generous. So you have panya. Panya means you have, the mind is so happy that it is ready to learn, to experiment anything that comes. The mind is ready to learn everything from the mind or from the physical. It will learn to what? Detach, not attach. As the mind start to detach, let go, everything come, the mind picture, they let go. Come to the Vedana feelings, let go, rising, falling. Rising, falling is like charging a battery, right? When you are charging the battery, the battery becomes powerful. Then you can use the battery to do the work. So when you see the mental object, you see the Vedana with Sati. When you are rising, falling, then this thing will come out. Sati. With Sati, then the mental object will come out. If not, you cannot see. Because these mental objects are all very subtle, very fine. They are the aggregates. Body, feelings, perception is thinking lah. Perception, when you see anything, you think. You hear, you think. So perception is based on all your thinking from the sense door, and you are conscious. Body, feeling, perception, consciousness, or body, feeling, thinking, consciousness. So when you are meditating using your vipassana, sati, rising, falling, then this rising and falling because of you, sati, watching, then you are developing the mind to become calm. Samadhi comes up. Samadhi comes already. Then because of samadhi, your mind is happy, peaceful. You can see the aggregates. You can see there's a picture in the mind. You can feel comfortable or not comfortable Vedana feelings. You know when they arise. But you are Upekkha. You do not act on this mind, object, and the body sensation. You just Upekkha. Then go back to rising and falling. What is past is past. You let it pass. You learn to let it pass by itself. Alright? Let it pass. Then you keep on developing your samadhi. Going back and develop your samadhi by way of flowing with the rising, falling. Rising, falling. Because of your, like charging a battery. You charge a battery, become powerful again. Then the mental object will come. Other mental object will come. Other Vedana will come. Other thinking will come. Then you know, you detach. Cut them, cut. In this way, samadhi develop panya. Sati develop samadhi, develop panya. Then panya develop what? Develop knowledge of cessation. You keep on cutting away cessation. Cut. Until that the mind become, they call it one-pointedness. Don't want it, everything don't want anymore. The mind get fed up already. Disgusted with all this nonsense. Then the mind stop. The mind stop. Thinking stop. When thinking stop, living what? Conscious. Thinking stop, you know. The knowing is the conscious. Then You stay without thinking. Go back to your rising, falling. If the object arises again, return to your boat, rising, falling. When there's no thinking, if there's a rising, falling, go back. Because you still have the conscious. Only less the thinking now. Your practice have developed until high state of mind. Now, only left the thinking, no more. Go back to rising, falling. Now your heart is even more peaceful, more quiet. That means you go into higher samadhi or deeper jhana. Now continue with upekkha, rising, falling. Upekkha and rising, falling. Since the mind has stopped thinking already, you precious that moment. Stay in that moment by going back to your rising, falling. When you go back to rising, falling, when it is timely, there was no greed anymore, no thinking anymore. You have come to a very high state of samadhi already. Then cessation occur. Your mind vanish. No more rising, no more body, no more mind. You enter into nirodha, cessation of existence. Some people who don't understand when I say cessation of consciousness, he interpret as only dead people will have cessation of consciousness. That is not, he has perceived wrongly. This means to say that his understanding is low level. He has not really tasted the Four Noble Truths. The person who experiences cessation of consciousness is, according to him, is a dead person already, that the conscious die. And the body die, the conscious vanish. But the Buddha said no. When a person die, the conscious go and take a new body immediately, enter a new life with a new form, new physical form. But human cannot understand because this is out of your understanding. Immediate death, immediate birth, that is what the Buddha explained. Upon immediate death, immediate birth, when the conscious leave this body, will take another body immediate. Like that. We cannot understand, right? No one can understand. Only the Buddha saw it very clearly. Arahanta, they saw it very clearly. Those who attained saw it very clearly. Sotapanna can already confirm already. Sotapanna already know already. That the mind is so fast. So these people who read books, they think cessation of consciousness is not real. They think cessation of consciousness is make-up story. They tell you that cessation of consciousness is when a person die. Not true. When a person die, the conscious does not cease. The conscious immediately take a new body depending on your deeds karma. If your karma is good one, you take a new form, immediate form in Deva realm, in human realm, or in the Deva existence. But if your karma, as a human, you did a lot of bad deeds, your immediate birth, immediate death, immediate birth will be four woeful realms, either animal, yaka, beta, ghost, and hell. In the hell realm, when you fall into this four woeful realm of existence, it's very bad luck for you. You cannot come up to become a human for a long, long time. very, very long. It cannot be explained by human knowledge. So never fall into the four woeful realm. In order not to fall to the four woeful realm, the Buddha teaches us to do dana first, keep your sila, and most important, bhavana. Meditate, purify your mind. Because the first two deeds, dana and sila, cannot stop you from birth. The third practice, bhavana, meditation, vipassana, can stop you from birth. Can stop you from being born again. And when that means, and what that means is something that we cannot understand. The Buddha called it nibbana. So in the human existence, many Dharma teacher will tell you nibbana is free from suffering, only happy only. Not very correct. Something wrong somewhere. You have a body, you are free. You have a mind or you have a body. If you say you have a mind, the mind without a body cannot be happy. You see, in the 31 plane of existence, all mind has body. Nibbana is only leaving the mind. No, that is idea. That is idea. Nibbana is unexplainable. Anyone try to explain nibbana is only telling story. So every one of you practice hard, diligently, because what I tell you here, what I tell every one of you here is to be experienced by only Sotapanna, Anagami, Asakadagami, Anagami, and Arahanta. Those who have not experienced it, they can never know. They will never know what is cessation of consciousness. It's not a dead body. When you die, there's no more consciousness, not true. Immediate birth, that's where you cannot see. The Buddha saw it very clearly. Immediate death, immediate birth, that's where you go to hell if you are doing bad deeds in the human life. That's where you go to the heaven if you do good deeds in the human life. It's immediate, no waiting, no queue up. This must be known by all the Buddhists. The Buddha already explained it very clearly. Immediate birth upon immediate death. So conscious never cease. So now, what cease? Those who has attained nibbana for the first time experience cessation of consciousness in this life and still alive when he come back. After experiencing nibbana, he still come back. And he can teach you now. That's how the Buddha say, Arya can teach you now. Once he has touched this supraabundant knowledge, he can teach you now. Different from books, different from teacher who read books. Every one of you, what you have to do now is continue practice your rising and falling vipassana with teacher. Ask question if you have encounter any obstacle. The first noble truth is dukkha. You will encounter a lot of pain here, pain there, never mind. That is the first truth already you encounter. Accept. Pain lah. You say that, you tell yourself, pain lah. The Buddha last time also sit down, also all Raranta also pain. What is so special for me? I sit lah. Then be mindful. Upeka. follow instruction, obedient students. Be obedient students. Rising, falling. You do it 5 minutes, also can. 10 minutes, also can. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half hour, 1 hour, also can. You want to sit 2 hours, also can. But for your information, when you go for the 1-2 hour, it's going to be dukkha. A lot of dukkha will come to you. So if you want to become sotapanna, you must be able to stand the punch of dukkha. Dukkha punch you. You must be able to stand. After 1 hour, the calm. After that, dukkha come again. After 1 hour to 2 hours, dukkha come. This time now, what dukkha, mental dukkha a lot, not physical dukkha. Mental dukkha, after that physical, mental dukkha, they come together like that. So powerful. But if you can tolerate, patient, use all the paramita of the Buddha, tolerate, have faith in the Buddha, determination, effort, concentration, patience, loving kindness, continue. Then you can attain Maggaphala. Yes. You must face dukkha to reach Maggaphala. Which many surrender? Many surrender because they cannot tahan the dukkha. They give up. That's why they cannot reach Sotapanna, Sakadagami, because you have to face the first noble truth, dukkha. But for those who have experienced the first state of Sotapanna, he knows the dukkha will come again. Because he wants to reach the second state of Sakadagami, he will have to practice again Vipassana like a beginner again. And this time he will encounter the second wave of dukkha, which is even more powerful than the first wave of dukkha. So he will have to tolerate if he wants to go to reach the second, which is very horrible. So he will have to practice the 10 paramita again. Remember the 10 paramita of the Buddha when he is in samadhi after 1 hour or 2 hours, then he wants to strive to become Sakadagami. He will face the dukkha again. The second launch, second army attack your mind and body. You must be upeka, very powerful to be stay. The wind, the storm will be blowing all directions and you will have to stay with upeka. Very persistent you stay if you want to become Sakadagami. If you win, you can overcome all this dukkha, cessation will come to you the second time. You enter Sakadagami. You become Sakadagami. Second time cessation. And then you go to the third one. You start your Vipassana like beginner again. Every time you start round 1, you go to round 2, you start again like a beginner. When you conquer round 2, you go to round 3, you become like a beginner again. So, if there's no teacher to tell you, you got worry. How come? I practiced so many years. I also still got dukkha. Why the same thing? Like I never improve. There, the problem here. No teacher to tell you. You think you are failing. You thought you are not improving, but actually you are improving already. So the Four Noble Truths never run away until the Arhanta. And then all the Four Noble Truths, the dukkha all destroyed already. No more dukkha for you forever. Permanently you destroy dukkha. And you also destroy avijja, ignorant. No more birth, no more sickness, no more aging, no more death. Nibbana. So no question. So far I don't see anyone writing any question. So I think everyone has no question to ask. I'll stay for another maybe 5 minutes. In meditation, I go to samadhi very fast one also. You all can try, see. Melim also can sit down, rising, falling, stay calm, upeka. Rising, you say rising. You must say, you cannot say rising. Like that. You must follow the breath. The abdomen go up, rising. Then your mind will say rising. Follow the breath. Follow the motion. Finish already, then you stop saying rising. Now you know it's going to breathe out. Falling. Follow your breath. Rising. Falling. Rising. Falling. Rising. Falling. In this way, the thinking cannot arise. You don't have to say Buddha also. You don't have to. Because why? You are anticipating on your breath already. So it is replacing Buddha. Don't it? You want to say Buddha, if you like also can, up to you. Yes, Praveen, I read your message. You are correct, teacher, that when our meditation strong, more Vedana or aggregates creates problem. Okay. When your Vedana, when you are watching the rising and falling very clear, the aggregates will come up. It's not they are getting strong. They cannot hide anymore from you because your mind is very sharp. You can see them. So they hide around and everywhere you can find them. The aggregates cannot hide anymore. So they have to come out. The Vedana also going to come out. You can see every problem in the mind and body. So this is when people don't know, they say, why become more dukkha? Yeah, the mind and the Vedana are causing dukkha. People who do not meditate, who do not know who's the Buddha, believing that thinking and sense desire is very fun, enjoyable. Actually, they are troublemaker. All the sense desire are troublemaker. Kim Hechua, welcome. You just came in. You have missed the first part of the talk. Never mind, you can listen again. It's recorded one. Practice Vipassana properly with the teacher. Then you can progress. Praveen, okay, understand, good. Rising, you say rising mentally, falling. So if you say mentally, then if I practice now, I stay quiet, you become like that. When I say rising, falling, rising, then the mind cannot think. The mind got no chance to think because you say it in the mind, rising. The mind cannot do two things. He has to do one thing. Either he start to follow rising or he start thinking. So when you are lazy to say rising, then thinking will replace the rising. Then you have problem. Right? When thinking, you cannot develop samadhi. Can you understand? Rising, falling. Follow your motion of the breath. If you don't say mentally rising, falling, then you start thinking all the nonsense. All the nonsense. Then you become very tired. Because the mind, you do not want to follow the instruction. That's why. You want your way. Understand? Kashmir, Melim, good. Praveen, all understand. Follow soon. Understand or not? You don't have to go and say Buddho if you don't want. If you want also can, up to you. Buddho. Up to you. But Vipassana, we say rising. We say rising, falling, rising, falling, rising. After that, after some time, your mind become quiet. Samadhi arise. Your mind become peaceful. You can see happiness. You can feel a little bit happy. Samadhi already. You enter Samadhi already. You already got Samadhi already. So, Ajahn Sucha has been mentioned about Samadhi, Jhana, everyone. But he didn't tell you how to go there. He just tell you to stop the thinking. Correct. But when the Samadhi come out, how you know? Your mind become peaceful. Some happiness can be felt. Calm. Thinking less. Nonsense thinking doesn't come out. The mind is peaceful. When the mind is peaceful, Upekkha. Everything comes in a package. Happy, calm, and Upekkha, they have to work together, come together. So that's, with Upekkha, you keep on developing your rising, falling, Upekkha, rising, falling, Upekkha. Now, the next step, rising, falling, Upekkha, rising, falling, Upekkha. Watch your heart, Upekkha, quiet. You're going to reach Nibbana. You're going to reach Nibbana very fast. Not long, if you practice like that continuously. Nibbana is just next door, but you don't know. Just next door. You experience cessation of consciousness. You must experience cessation of consciousness. Seeing anicca, dukkha, anatta is not complete yet. It's just on the way. People who think they saw anicca, dukkha, anatta is already sotapanna, not true. You are only on the way. On the way. Not yet. If seeing anicca, dukkha, anatta is already sotapanna, a lot of sotapanna outside already. But actually, the sutta we call you chula sotapan. Baby only, not yet attained, not yet full certified. Not a fully certified sotapanna. They call it baby sotapanna. In the sutta, they call it chula sotapan. Those who can see anicca, dukkha, anatta, understand how that the mind and body, all these phenomena are all come and go, arise and vanish. They are called, they see anicca, and they see anatta, and it is dukkha because it causes you uncomfortable feelings all the time. Not yet attained yet. Nelson Tan, welcome. Not yet attained sotapanna yet. Sotapanna, you must experience the shutting down of the mind, nirodha, cessation of mind and body. When the mind vanish, definitely you don't have any more body. You cannot know there's a body. You will have to experience it yourself. You have to meditate and experience that moment, which means to say, when you meditate, your meditation must be fully comply to non-greed, non-hate, non-delusion. A little bit also cannot. Even a little bit of thinking, I'm going to attain, like going to attain, because you enter samadhi, you feel very peaceful. You think, the idea will come into your head, I'm going to attain. I think I'm going to attain, cannot attain. Because why? There is thinking. Thinking is one of the aggregates. The 4 foundation of mindfulness, they call it in the sutta. 4 foundation of mindfulness in the Satipatthana is about the body, feeling, thinking. So you see, when you're meditating, you enter some samadhi, then you find very peaceful, then you think, I'm going to attain. There, thinking arise. That I'm going to attain is based on thinking. That is one of the aggregate. How to attain? No thinking, no feelings, no mental fabrication, no conscious. Cessation of conscious is the meaning. 4 noble truth. The 3rd noble truth. The 4th noble truth is you experience cessation of consciousness, the cessation of suffering, end of suffering. When there is no consciousness, no suffering. Yeah, you understand? No more conscious, you are not dead. No more conscious, no more birth. Avijja paccaya sankhara, avijja, ignorant, cause formation. Avijja paccaya sankhara, sankhara paccaya vijnana, vijnana paccaya sayatana, sayatana paccaya namarupa. Alright? You can check, namarupa paccaya, namarupa paccaya tanha, contact. Contact. Namarupa paccaya tanha, is it? Tanha paccaya vedana. Oh no, namarupa paccaya passo. Passo means contact. Contact paccaya vedana, feelings. When you contact, you have feelings, then you have craving, tanha. Tanha, then you have upadana, craving. Tanha, craving, and then upadana paccaya bhava is becoming. Craving, clinging. What is clinging? Clinging, you say, I must have it. If I don't have, I will die. Craving means you think about something, but not yet powerful. Then, after craving, you become clinging. I must have it. If no, I cannot. I must have. I must have already. Clinging already. Then you go and get the thing that you are clinging. Once you have it, then you think you're happy. Becoming new condition for you. New suffering going to start. Bhavo, bhava, jati, jara, marana, all becoming new suffering will start for you. Everything you own a new suffering. You buy a new car, you're buying new problem. You buy a house, you're buying a new problem. You marry a new wife, you're marrying new problem. You give birth to a baby, you're welcoming new problem, new suffering. Understand? No question. Everybody is so clever. Ajahn Sucha, the devotee got so many questions, but one no question. Polong Sun, you should have question. I saw you ask question in Ajahn Sujat column. Here you don't have question. It's good also, sometimes don't have question. Okay? Any more? Anything want to talk to me? Kashmir, if you organize, then you let me know. Maybe one day retreat or anywhere. Any one of you want to organize anything, try to. I mean here, you have Polong Sun, you have all the people here. Pravin is overseas one, Kashmir is local. Melim is Penang. Polong Sun Penang. Nelson Tan, I don't know where you're from. If you want to organize, then I will come, and maybe you want me to go and do guiding meditation or teach you all how to practice, or maybe 1-2 day retreat, okay lah, I'll be in the temple with you or something like that, a place, and then there'll be a group of people who can do offering also can, okay lah. Kashmir, you arrange, if you can, you invite anybody who are interested to come, then I will give the best teaching for every one of you. The best teaching, the correct way of teaching, so that every one of you can progress and liberate yourself in this life. Alright? So no more question. I think no more thing to nothing to discuss with me already. Okay, tonight I've talked everything around the attainment. All is already presented to you all. It's a gift to you. Listen again. When you're eating rice, you just open and listen again. Just eating your rice and listen to again what I say, and then comprehend from your experience. Comprehend means close your eye, or close your eye and listen. In meditation states, you can sit down in meditation with the tape, with the live on. You just listen again. Rising, falling. Listen again. If you're lucky, maybe you attain. Also can. Listening to Dhamma still can consider as a way to meditate. You can listen to Dhamma and meditate also can. No one tell you, right? Alan, welcome Alan. You can listen to Dhamma and meditate. If you love any teacher, you think that the Dhamma talk is very wonderful, you like to listen, and you can sit down and meditate while listening. But sometimes you will listen, sometimes you will not hear, because you are in a samadhi. That is samadhi. Samadhi means you are no more listening automatically. Initially you are listening, but after that you're no more. You don't know what he say anymore. That is samadhi already. But of course, if you are not listening, the time you enter samadhi, this is the time you strive. Okay, I read Polong Sun now. I read what you say. My state now is I can see the different happening while meditate from starting until now. Look changing and much better, calm, smooth, longer, able to see clearly. Okay, very good. Yes, if you can do that, your mind, your state of mind is getting calmer. And with calmer means you are able to stay in samadhi already. Is a basic samadhi, which is the first state of samadhi. Vitakka, vichara, piti, all this is arising in the same moment. The samadhi can come together very fast. Vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha. And then always try to put in ekagata. Keep your mind quiet. When you start thinking, that means no ekagata. You're peaceful, but you start thinking, no ekagata. Stop thinking. Knowing the thinking is coming, stop. Upeka, let go. Stay neutral. Stay neutral. That is upeka. Samadhi still can listening. When you listening, it's samadhi also actually. Listen, sometimes you can be happy. That's why in the time of the Buddha, there are people who listens to the teaching of the Buddha and become enlightened. Yes, you can listen carefully. Especially only this samadhi can arise when the teacher is talking about the practice. It's not about storytelling you, it's about now you're rising, you're falling, now you watch carefully, then you're paying attention to all this type of talk on the meditation subject itself. The teacher is talking about the subject of meditation, like vipassana example, and you're listening and you're meditating and listening. During the time the teacher say rising, and you breathe in, you say rising, falling, you say falling, you follow the breath. Tap, you enter samadhi, you enter cessation of consciousness. Yes, you can attain also. Only talk based on the subject of practice, not talk on the superficial level where talk about your daily life activity, what you have to behave, how you have to behave. That one you cannot attain. It must be the subject of satipatthana while the teacher is talking about meditation, and he's elaborating the meditation subject, that you're sitting there, rising, falling, upeka, rising, falling, your heart is upeka, thinking what to come out, you reject. Then after that, rising, falling, mental object arise, a picture, then you know there's a picture will arise, a mental object, this is called the aggregates. The four foundation of mindfulness, one of the object arise, then you know, detach, rise back to your rising, falling, upeka. Then the mental object arise, but you don't see. It becomes Vedana, feelings. Then you see the feelings. Sometimes because the object is so fast, you don't see, you see feeling. Because the object will create feelings. But you don't see the object, so you see the feelings. When you see the feeling, you don't see the object. When you see the object, no feelings. Understand? So, if you can see object from the mind, you detach, no feelings. But if you don't see, it already arises in the mind. It's too fast. Arise already, but you don't see, so it becomes Vedana. So now you see Vedana. Can you understand, any one of you? When there's a mental object, no Vedana. When the mental object escape your awareness, then Vedana will come. Very deep, right? Billy, welcome, Billy Tan. You listen again, You listen again, Billy. The talk is recorded, don't worry. You come a little bit later today, welcome. I'm teaching you how to meditate correctly and attain in this life. Kashmir, understand, Kashmir? Yes, the teacher must be talking about the subject of meditation. And he's talking about what you have to do. Well, he's saying rising, you follow rising, falling, then the mental object, what he tell you, then you're following, you're rising and falling at the same time. Then that is where attainment can arise. That's why in the time of the Buddha, when the Buddha is talking about all these suttas, all this teaching about how to contemplate, what you have to do when seeing, then they say seeing, they start to, the mind will be project on seeing, seeing. If you hearing is hearing, hearing is hearing, and then they concentrate, there they go, they attain, like that. Attainment can arise in this way also, by listening to the Dhamma which has related to the meditation, not Dhamma that has not related to the meditation. Sadhu, Kashmir, you understand very good. Somebody still, right, somebody still can listening, only listening to the Dhamma talk which is related to meditation. Then attainment can arise at that moment for the listener. Okay? Good, can understand, good. So tonight I think it's good already, right? For everyone. Polong Su, good. I see what you write here is very good. Continue your practice. I've wrote in the Facebook the question that you asked me about cessation. I explained that for you already. Cessation of consciousness is the cessation of suffering. It's not when you die that the consciousness ceases. When you die, the consciousness go and take a new body very fast, the Buddha say. So the consciousness cannot cease, continue birth in another body. So if you are a good person, you are born in the Deva body immediately. So the Buddha say very fast. You cannot see, the Buddha can see. Arya and the Sotapan, like the Arhanta, they can know. They take birth very fast. But for those who attain already, I saw a cockroach in my room. I want to catch a cockroach in the box. Okay, hold on for a while, everybody, because the cockroach ran away in my room. Tonight got one cockroach. My room quite clean. I call someone, bring a. Yeah. Very clever to run away. I cannot find where the fly go. Never mind, Don't crawl on my body enough. I'm very afraid of cockroach. Darren To, Lia Chin, welcome. Okay, so tonight any newcomer got any question to ask about meditation? Not? Vipassana, when you see rising and falling, you can have samadhi. When your mind rising, you say rising. You cannot say rising like that, rising, cannot. You must follow the motion, rising, depend on your breath. Individually, how you breathe, right? You have a pattern of breath. So you follow. If it's rising slow, then you say rising, falling, rising. It's not labeling, don't worry. You are not labeling. You are focusing only. So some people will think it's you are putting a labeling, you are putting idea. No, it's not an idea. Idea is a concept where it will link to other concept. Rising, falling got no more story to tell. It's just a story. That's end of the story, end. Right? So there's no concept. So there are people who do not understand, thinking that if you label means you got concept. No, there's no concept. Rising and falling and nothing more to say. Like storytelling, a boy and a girl meet on the street. Then what happened? Then they exchange phone number. Then somehow, then after that they contact. After that, so see, there's a story. Concept. That is concept. But rising, somehow what? Nothing already. Falling lah. Breathe out, falling. So no greed, no hate, no delusion inside that type of contemplation. Understand now? There's no greed involved, so harmless, and there's no karma because there is no greed, no hate, no delusion there. So karma cannot exist in your watching of the breath rising and falling. That's why Mahasi Sayadaw teach us rising and falling, no concept, no concept. Okay, anybody got any question? Darren To, any question? Li Ching, any question? If you have any question, you ask. If no question, maybe I call it a night, because it's what time now? I think it's quite late already, right? Let me see the time. Oh, 10:47, Okay lah. Tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow is a Friday. Still everybody working, a lot of you may be working, right? So it's good to off now, Darren? Maybe you have to work also, Li Ching also. So listen to the tape when you're eating rice or what when you're free, whenever you're free, listen again. You can have a lot of good information about attainment here. So may all of you be safe, be happy, and may all of you be peaceful, and may all your practice leads you to Nibbana. Suki hotu Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Gacchami. Good night, everybody.